Hey everyone, it's Amy. I'm at the Crafty Cottage this morning. I'm going to be doing some layering circles for you today. Trying to find me on my Facebook. I'm a few minutes early. That way I can also comment to you and see your comments because I don't always get to see them on the computer. So just give me a second here. Trying to find it. Ah, there I am. Amy is now live. There, now I can see, when I want to cast, there we go. I'm going to put this up here so I can see it. I've got my tea this morning because it's wet and damp, chilly here. It's like, I think they said 47 degrees or less. I think that's supposed to be our high today. But tomorrow it's going to be 70, so it's a lot like Louisiana. And we're supposed to have a lot of rain tonight and a lot of rain tomorrow. If it doesn't stop raining for me probably by noon, 1 o'clock, I'm not going to be enjoying Thanksgiving festivities because where my grandkids and my daughter and all want to go, there's going to be probably 10 to 16 people there. And I don't want to be that crowded with folks. I mean, not that I don't love anybody. I'll be outside. If I can be outside, I'll be good. I don't want to be hanging out in the house with that many people. So that's a little too close quarters for me. So I plan on bringing my little picnic table and little chair, and I'm going to bring stuff for the kids to make puppets if we actually get to go. And if I don't get to go, I'll do puppets with the kids later. We kind of started this thing last year where everybody made hand puppets, and the kids put on a show for us. And it was quite comical last year. I'm going to have to, when I find it, I'm going to have to share it because it was hilarious. My grandson made a yellow puppy, and the puppy tried to eat everybody. Then my granddaughter, I don't remember what she made, but my other grandson made a shark. And the shark ate everybody, and then the dinosaur ate everybody, and, everybody was just dead. So, I'm not sure what their obsession is with everybody just being dead or dying. I don't get that, but, I don't have to. So, but anyway. So if y'all are here, give me a shout out. Let me know that you're here. We're going to set moderation here. Okay, here we go. Got some comment moderator going on. Says I'm slow, but anyway, I hope you're here. I hope you're having a good day. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the catalog. New catalog's coming out. Can't wait for y'all to see it. I didn't really order a whole bunch of stuff, but I'll end up with 3 sweets out of the set, and that's enough. And news. If you are interested in the big Stampin' Up sale for Black Friday, which is not on Friday, it was yesterday, and they've extended it to today. It's a 10% discount on anything in the annual catalog. So pretty much that covers all your shipping costs. Shipping's outrageous. So it should cover most of your shipping, so you're basically just getting free shipping. But anyway, check out the sale. Anything in the annual catalog, there are a few exceptions. You can check them out on my page. I did post those. And also you can go on to the website and see what they have for sale. I'm going to be ordering a scoring tool because I don't have one. And while I made my layering cube card, and that was not fun without having a scoreboard. So anyway, it is now 10:30. So if you're here with me, I'm going to flip you over and show you the card that we're going to do. And if you're here, please make sure you tell me hello. Even if you're watching on the replay, just give me a shout out to let me know you're here, because I do pull these cards randomly. And this particular card, I'm going to leave the sentiment blank. So if I send it to you, you can make it whatever you want. So I'm going to flip you around and let you see what we got going on. All right. First, this is the 2 catalogs. The Celebration mini catalog is coming out. Now, the difference this year will be that it is only January and February. We will do another Celebration later in the year, But these products, which you can see some of them on here, are going to be free with either a $50 or $100 purchase. There's some more on the back that I can show you, but I can't show you anything on the inside. And here is our mini, or our actual mini catalog. This is the January mini catalog. I've already shown you this suite. I have not shown you the gold. I can't wait to get some. That wasn't available in our pre-order, but I have most of this stuff, and it is very beautiful. It's the art, gallery art, that I'm gonna use a lot out of this because I've already made a bunch of cards. Simple cards. This one allows you to be super, super simple, and which I think that's what people are going for these days. Simple, not complicated, get a quick card out, and feeling very accomplished and making it beautiful all at the same time. So that is my goal, to try to switch my gears from going from these outlandish cards that I do to something a little more simple and elegant. And then here's the back where you can actually see a little more of this DSP, which I've actually shown you the DSP in a prior video when I did my open box. But this is the back of the catalog. So if you don't have one, you won't get one until next month. So if you need one or want one, let me know, because I'm going to be ordering the catalogs and I have to have that in by the end of this month. So if you let me know, I will make sure that you get one. If you have purchased with me in the last 6 months of $35 or more, I will be sending one to you automatically. Also, I'm doing the quite curvy card class. November 30th is the last day to sign up. So if you're interested in doing the curvy class, get on my website, on my Facebook page and my website, and look for it. There's 3 or 4 different ways you can actually partake in the class. And that will be on December 15th, and it will be a live Zoom class. This is going to be the card. This is actually not on a card base, but I am going to put it on a base. But this is what we're going to do today. It is going to be using the Autumn Gilded foil paper. Well, it's got foil, it's got copper in it, but Autumn papers that we've got. I've got some leftovers and scraps, and I thought I would try this little swirl thing. I'm going to see if I can make it just a hair different for you to see different techniques with this. But I like this. It was not my first intention. I'll show you a few pictures in the blog post when I put it up of what I had intended to do, because this was not it. But I still think this one's pretty. So we're going to need, I have this one embossed in the background. It is embossed with our Pinewood Planks 3D embossing folder. Today I'm going to use the Evergreen Forest, Evergreen Forest. I've already embossed. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and it's in Very Vanilla. I have a piece of Very Vanilla strip. It is, I think, 4, I don't have a, yeah, I do. Here it is 5 1/2 by 1/2 inch. So that is going to be for our sentiment. And then I have the Gilded Autumn paper. And I've already cut out our circles, but this is the paper I have used. These are going to be some of the colors that we're going to see. And look at the shimmery paper. I don't even know if it's still available to get right now, but this is the paper we're going to be using. And it's, of course, 2-sided. So when you make and build your card, after you cut your circles, you can use whichever pattern makes you happy. So I put that to the side. And then, of course, we're going to use some Early Espresso and Early Espresso Stampin' Up ink pad. And then I have a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 piece of piece of mint macaron cardstock for the back, which will go like this. That's super self-explanatory. And then we've got all of our circles cut, and I will explain those in a moment, how to do those. And then I have just a 5 1/2 by, or no, this is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 scored at 4 1/4 base for our card, which will go like this. And then I have for our sentiment, I'm using the banner year. My sentiment I chose is Happy Thanksgiving. For this one, I would probably do Happy Fall, y'all, because it's still fall when it's over, and you know, I don't know who this is going to go to, and it would definitely not be Thanksgiving, because even if I mail it tomorrow, Thanksgiving will be over. So, you know. Hi, Lynn. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I see you watching. Also, and for mine, I use the layering circles dies here. they're stitched. You can use the regular circle layering dies, and I will give you the measurements of these sizes so you can select one closest to if you cannot, because I know this is unavailable right now. I like to pull out those retired things once in a while. And that's all. The other one was the embossing floor. So let's get started. I'm going to explain these circles. What you do is you're going to cut out circles. You're going to cut out 2 of each size. But I'm going to explain how we do them. We've got the largest and the smallest, and those should always be the same. I've got 2, largest and smallest. There you go. And then you've got your centers, which are going to be the 2 medium sizes. So they're going to make sure you're going to put in the same. And I'm going to use this side. So we've got here, and then this one will go like this. So there, that should be our 2. Looks like we disconnected and we reconnected. There we are. Now we're reconnected. So let's go ahead, and this is what you're going to need. This is our layering stitch dies, and you're going to have 2 of everything that you cut out. But both ends are going to be a big one and a little one, because that's going to be the way it goes. So that makes it a swirl pattern, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. What you're going to do in the meantime, once you get those cut, you're going to cut everything in half. All of these circles are going to be cut in half. So let's cut them in half. And I've got the sizes. This big one is 2 7/8. I will put these on my blog post. So you're going to want to cut that in half. So it's 2 7/8, which is almost 3. So it should almost be 1.5 by 1.5. Okay. So there's this one. And the same with this one. And this little one is 1 3/8. So you're going to make sure you've got that in the center. And I know you can't see me cutting this, but it's because my table is not quite that big. There we go, that'll help. And we're going to just cut this in half. All right. And we're going to do that with all of these. So it'll take me a second, but we're going to get all of these cut. The next circle is, this one is 1 3/8. So you can use your regular layering circles to get them how you want them, or to get the closest size. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. And this one is 2 3/8. There we go. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the rest of these. I've got those cut. You could tape them all together and just cut them at once. That's entirely up to you. I do find that if you're using your trimmer, it's best to pull it up the top, and when you put it down, that way it forces it down, and it forces it down here instead of having it go up, because you'll cause a cut in your paper, which is really not fun, because then you have a messed up piece of paper and you can't use it. All right, now we have everybody all cut up. Let me move this out of the way. Shouldn't have to cut anything else. And I'm going to put them so I know what I've got. And this should make 2 cards. Okay, so we need, this is where I get confused now that I've got them all cut. This is like the second time I've made them. So you're going to start and layer them. This is the beginning. And you know you want, since that's it, the beginning, you're going to want to do it this way. So you're just basically going to put them. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this one's going to go like this. What's the next one? This one. This one. It's just 3 that you put on here. Is that right? No, that can't be right. These are going to go over here on this side. You're just going to lay them out till you get them the way you want them. So this is going to go here. This will go here. That. So it kind of looks like a circle. Swoosh. Swoosh of color. And once you put your line of paper across it, you see that swoosh of color. That still doesn't show me the swoosh of color. Does it to you? This makes too much. I'm missing something. I'm totally missing something. What's the back side of this? That's the X. So we could go like this. Do this one. No. 1, 2, 4. There should be 3. I'm gonna have to put these all back together because I don't remember my sizes here. And I'm not having a good time with this. This is like driving me crazy. I had this yesterday. Believe it or not, I did. Okay. Here's my sizes. We're gonna start with big. And this one will be on top here. So we're gonna go this way. Biggest to smallest. So big. This. This one. This. And this. So that one should be this. Back. Okay. No, that's not right. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where I get confused because all these papers, it would be better if I just went with regular color and not the same stuff. That should be back. And then we've got this color. You don't want to go the exact same way. That is this one. Still doesn't look right, guys. I don't know. Y'all got any suggestions? I really am like struggling with this. I don't know why I decided to do this. So we're just going to do what I did. We're going to take our colors back the way I had them. And we're just going to go and do what I did because I think it's very pretty. But I should be able to make 2 of these. Except for this one should go like this. This one will go like this. And we have go like this. So that gives me 4 different DSPs. And we're going to do the same thing opposite. So yeah, should be this way. There we go. Aha. That's how it goes. It took me a minute. It's okay. This one should be flipped. So it goes like this and then this. That's how it goes. It took me a while. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to leave it just like that because that's how I want it to go. Let me get out my glue before I get lost in translation and start the other one and get confused. Because this will give you enough to make 2 cards. And you just have to sit and play with it. It's one of those things. I will post another person's video in there who did it really well explaining it and what worked for her. And I liked the way she did. That's how I was like, oh, I can do this. Not a problem. Yeah, okay. Now these here, when you put them together, I use glue because I want the edges to be very flat against each other. You don't want to see bits and pieces of the other color coming out. That's why I say if you're going to try this the first time, don't use DSP. Use regular paper, regular solid color paper. It will work so much better. And it won't make you so confused because I really had to sit and play with that. As you can see, I was very ill prepared for today's live as far as teaching you the new technique because I don't know why. It just is one of those things. I had my grandson yesterday, and after you have him for a couple of hours, it's just very hard to get motivated and have a mojo to craft and get into the paper when, you know, I have all morning and I'll pick him up until 11:30. And after having him or being till 11:30, I have all this time and then I can't get into a mojo and then I have to stop. And I don't want to stop in the middle of a mojo, you know. So I don't even get started in the morning because I know I'm going to go get him and be the point at that point. So I don't work until after he leaves me. And then I came in here and I just didn't have it with me yesterday. It was a beautiful day. I wanted to be outside. My husband was smoking a turkey for 5th Street Ministries here in Statesville. And I was just like, you know, I really just don't feel like doing that. So we took him to lunch yesterday because he had a good day in school. And, you know, sometimes Mamie just likes to do that. But he wasn't very appreciative. Okay, so I have them all layered, and when you line them up, you're going to line them up so they go just like this, like that. Now, what I'm going to do is flip them over, get them lined up, and then I'm going to get I'll put a piece of tape on this. I'm going to use tear tape just because it'll have the adhesive on it. It'll make it easy for me to make this a one-piece item to put on my card itself. And when you do this, you need to just line them up. So I'm going to take this piece of tear and tape right down the center. And then I'm going to line these guys back up. You can see that. I'm going to line them up so that they're like right here. And so we have no, here we go, just like that. And press this down, make it nice and even. And then I'm going to put a couple more pieces so that I can use this as a whole piece. Then we can go ahead and put this other one together because I want to just use it and get them all done. These are great little fall cards, and they'll be perfect for that. Now, you know, if you do get a little off and you have, I'm going to show you what I did here. I messed up just a hair. Here on the edge, you can see I kind of went over, but don't worry too much if you have that where you can see it, because my sentiment's going to go right across it to make it look like a swirl. just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these other ones together. I'm going to leave this one so I can see it, and that way you guys can watch and see what I'm doing. It's tedious nonetheless. And you can switch up your DSP sides so that it's something different each time. But I like these colors. And I mean, I just like them. And I thought it was too much vanilla the other way if I did it the other way. So where's my other little one? I should have another little. Oh, I used 2 of them there. So I might need another little one here. What's the back side of this? That's the back side of this. So it was one of these. One. That's that. So I used 3 of those. That's this. So I don't have any little ones for this one. I used them all. It's my little one. It's the only little one I have left. So just like that. Oh, here it is. It's hiding. Ah! Just one of those things. Okay, so we're going to have this. And we're going to have this one. And this one. And this one. Now see, I should have another one like this to go back here. It shouldn't be the, well, yeah, it is the same. Okay, well, this is not the same as that. Business with, all right, we're going to go with this. I don't understand why it's not quite right, but you know, it's okay. I don't have to understand it. I'm going to put these together just so I can, and again, make sure you keep the flat part flat. And I'll switch them like this. That's why I'm using blue, so that I can make sure I get it flat. So Lynn, how's things going there in Mandeville? If you're here, give me a shout out. Let me know that you're here. There we go. Now there's that one. And now I'm going to go ahead and I could flip this one back over. Yeah, that might be how we do it. That might be how we get away with it. Okay, so we're going to flip this one back over. Yeah, because it's the same. This one down. I'm going to put them on this side now. And put this one right here, just like that. There we go. And then they go just like that. Ha! I did it again. Pretty impressed. Now you could cover this piece up and not make it the same with just a circle and put your sentiment there. That's entirely up to you. I've seen it done lots of different ways. The way I really want to try to do this next is doing all one color of circles with like 2 shades, 2 solid shades of color. So that way you have like a hypnotic little thing going on. It's really cool when you do that. Got a little too much tape over here. I'll just snip that off. And we'll put a little more tape, and then we can just put this thing together and call it done. Sorry about my little brain confusion. It's what happens when you don't sit and play with it. I thought, oh, I don't want to cut all these circles up because then they won't get to see how to cut the circles and what we need to do. And, you know, so I paid for that. I'm very sorry. But hey, you live and learn, and that's how we learn. And I like you seeing that I'm just like y'all. I'm not perfect. So here's my two little swirls with my DSP. Now I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to put this right here in the center of my card. Which one do you like better? I don't know. I kind of like this one for now. So I'm just going to take all this stuff off my little pieces from my tape. Hoping that I just get the top of the tape because I never just get the top of the tape. So again, if you guys are here, please like and share and comment. For those who like, share, and comment, or at least do something, you'll be put into a drawing and you'll get one of these cards. I will mail it out to you next week. I'll give it the rest of the week to allow people to watch the replay so they can have a chance at winning. I know my normal followers are off doing their Thanksgiving things. They're traveling or, you know, just doing their turkey cooking. So I get it. My husband's the cook in our house. Very good for me. All right, and I'm just going to put this down here in the center, just like that. And I'm going to stamp this one with Happy Fall, y'all. So I'm going to take my little piece here, and I'm probably going to cut it, but I'm just going to stamp it in the center. I need my foam mat for this because the stamp I'm using is a polymer, and it is, where is it? Got to have a little tea too. I just have it out. Oh, here it is. It is from the banner year, and it says Happy Thanksgiving, but I'm not going to put that one on there. I'm going to do Happy Fall, y'all. That's probably one of my favorite things out of this particular set. It's got great little quick sentiments. Like I use Happy Fall, y'all, and I've done Happy Haunting several times. I haven't done any of the, I've done Be Merry. It's a great little set. I've even done with a Grateful Heart. So let's see. Be Merry. Berries. Here's my Happy Fall, y'all. Happy Fall, y'all. And we'll make this straight. Here we go. And we've got our early espresso ink. Where'd my ink go? Here it is, underneath my stamps. All right. Happy fall, y'all. Is it fall where y'all are? It's definitely fall here, and it can't make up its mind if it wants to stay fall or not. Because, like I said, Thanksgiving Day will be 71 degrees. So I don't really call that fall. No, it is fall in Louisiana, but not here. All right, here we go. I think I'm going to trim this up. Well, you know, it doesn't really look bad going straight across, and then we can trim it to match. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on that. I may even put some rhinestones in it or some simple little, I'm just going to put those here because you've got a little bit of height difference with this. That's why I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. There we go. Oh, I did not put it straight. Ah! Let's see if I can get this off without making a mess. Here we go. Let me trim this. Because I've got a little extra overflow here on this dimensional. There we go. And now I'm just going to trim off here to make sure it's even. There we go. It's a little crooked, but it doesn't look bad. And we're going to put it on our mint macaron and center that. And again, because this is done in the embossing folder of Big Forest, it's got so many different levels. I like to use glue on this one because I don't want it to stay and I want it to be there forever, because I have people who actually that I send these cards to, they keep them, which is really nice. I really like that idea. I have some people that I give them to and they just throw them right in the trash when they're done. Like, it's just a handmade card. I'm like, I thought it took a lot of time doing it. So thank you. I feel the love. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't tell people what to do. I give it to them for their pure enjoyment. There, put an extra dimensional on that. And there's our card. That's it. It's a simple little swirl. It's a happy fall, y'all. That's how you do it. It does seem a little bit more complicated. Like I said, I'll include my video, and I will also include the one from Queen Bee, who explains it with simple, clear colors without the DSP on there. The DSP is what really threw me off, and it's what made it hard for me to figure out. So, let me put my ugly mug back on here. There you go. So that's the card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be sending one of these out to people who leave comments and or share the live. So y'all have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. And don't forget, the sale is still on until 11:50 Mountain Time tonight. So if there's something you would like to get and you want to get that discount, go ahead and get them in. I have my on my website, my hostess code is there. If you don't have it, it is GHRWKT6Q. That is G like George, H like Harry, R like Richard, W like Walter, K like Kitten, T like Tom, 6, and Q like Queen. Y'all have a great and wonderful, safe, happy Thanksgiving. I will talk to you all next week.